Welcome to a new edition of Close Up with Perri Nemiroff. I am lucky enough to be sitting with the duo in Roofman, Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst. Huge congratulations on the movie.
Thank you so much.
First order of business, the Close Up Essentials. They're just fun, rapid-fire-ish questions about movie making and movie loving. And today, the first question I have for you is, if you could role swap with the actor of your choice just to try one specific scene of theirs, who would you pick and what scene would you want to do?
In any movie?
In any movie you want.
thought you meant this movie.
You can pick this movie if you want. It is on the table.
A role swap. Oh, that is a crazy question.
Role swap. I think I'd probably like to be in the Lord of the Rings somewhere. I would like to be hacking down orcs at some point. Because I don't think I'll ever get to do that. Like, it's not what kind of actor I am. Like, no one wants to see me in like a. I did a Roman epic. They're like, nah, Chan's a contemporary kind of guy. We don't need to see him in the Roman times. It's not really him. So yeah, I'm gonna say orcs.
I was thinking of Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. I love that movie. It's the only Scorsese movie where a female is the lead, but also I remember thinking about that role for this movie as a light inspo, you know?
Okay, I'll take both those answers. Your second question in the essentials section, I love this question. It is everyday things. I want to know the seemingly simple everyday thing that a human being does that is the most difficult to replicate in a movie as an actor. Something like fake sneezing, fake waking up, fake driving.
Being drunk is tough. Like, I've seen it done maybe a handful of times really well, where you're just like, wow, like that was perfect. And like, because I think people will overdo it and it just doesn't ever feel real to me on some level. And I think that's probably my one.
You're not alone on that. I have indeed heard that one.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I've only seen it like in a handful of movies where I'm like, they have to be actually hammered. There's no way that this is real.
Probably weren't.
Yeah.
You're like, was it made in the 70s?
I do know an actress that she went out and got like black to like, you know, scene study. She went out and got blackout and they filmed her like to speaking at like blackout, total drunk, and then she mimicked it like on set.
Oh,
So that's fascinating to me.
She's such a Ari. Anyway, whatever. So,
Oh, okay. Last night, I was eating like room service in bed. And you know, when you're really hungry and you're alone in bed, you're just like such a slob. And I just feel like, and I remember thinking to myself, this is a good moment to remember for a movie. Like, I was
Just a
opening the
savage.
ketchup bottles with a pen, like, to get the plastic off, and I was, like, dipping in the mustard, and then the mayonnaise, and the ketchup, just, like, pigging out so hard, and I was like,
Yeah.
I just like to see women in, like, real circumstances, which you don't see a lot in movies, and I was like,
mean just
I'd like to
women-
see this in a movie.
Women eating like men, essentially, just like ogres.
Just like, see, that would be too extreme. It has to be the like delicate, and it's like we have a balance within us.
Can confirm
But-
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
One day, I'm manifesting this right now. You're going to get the opportunity to do that, and it's going to hit me to my core, and I'm going to appreciate
and I'm also
it.
like have the TV on, trying to find something to chill out, need to, and the computer, but they don't have like Hulu in Canada. I was like, can't watch my Project Runway. I was so mad that I couldn't enjoy while I was watching. So I'm like, I'm just
Angry
thinking
eating.
and not seeing. At least Step Brothers was eventually on in the background, so I was like, I can roll with this right now. But yeah, I never was gratified by a show.
The idea of being able to watch while doing that is also such a relatable
I know, so I was,
layer
like,
to this.
Angry and like trying to save my desserts, but then the ice cream was
Brilliant answer,
melting
actually.
too much.
Oh, I
yeah,
get it.
That was
I get
me
it.
last night.
In a completely different shift right now, I always love taking. Well, I do always love taking a moment to recall maybe the first time that you realized how much your work can inspire other people, because the movies that you make really mean a lot to a lot of people out there. So do you remember the very first maybe fan encounter or time you saw your work in a packed theater and you stopped and said to yourself, like I'm good and I'm making a positive impression on people out there?
I only had a very recent experience that I will say that, because I don't remember a moment like the first moment or something like that. I'm not sure if I've had it, but there's a guy that I'm working with right now. He's one of the now most renowned like stunt like men in the world. Like he's Ryan Reynolds, stunt man for Deadpool. He does all these like crazy like tricks and aerials and whatnot. And he's like, you are the reason that that he literally was, from nothing. Like he was very poor, but he watched Step Up and he's like, I want to do that. And he starts dancing. And then he starts being in martial arts and flipping and tricking and literally became like he has like this unbelievable life now. And he's just like, it literally started at the moment that I saw Step Up.
Wow.
And I was just like, whoa.
That's crazy.
Really,
yeah. I think like now I feel like I'm starting to be proud of myself more.
I like hearing that.
That I really feel good when like young girls come up to me and they're seeing things that I've done in the past and they're like, two people's daughters have sent me videos about Marie Antoinette. So that's like, feels really good. And I showed my goddaughter it, and it feels good to be able to show movies to the people you love that are younger, Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt. I
Yeah.
love that. Leaning into Roofman now, Channing. First question for you. I was reading this in our press notes and it caught my eye. Derek was saying there is not another actor on this planet that could have played this role. I know it's one thing for someone else to say that and it's another for you to believe it to your core. So do you remember the very first thing you did on this set that made you think that you were the person meant to play this role?
That's hard because I feel like no one feels that way, right?
Yeah, I don't know if because like even.
It's like not a healthy thing to think, even either way.
Yeah, it's not a. I mean, I kind of said something similar on the stage last night at the Q&A. Like they was like, "What was the key?" And I was like, "I don't know if I had a key." Like,
And it's not one key.
No, it's so many, and I think I've never come out of any one scene going, "Nailed it." Like even our last scene, like we did it twice. I knew that it was real.
Yes.
But like I don't know. You don't know if it's gonna work in the movie. You don't know how it's even gonna be, because if you really are in it, you're not watching yourself. You don't know if it's good. You're just sort of kind of being in the actual scene.
Well, I can't control my expressions as you explain this because I've seen you do so many things at this point where I'm like nailed it, meant to be. But I get it's fair from my perspective. I understand what you're saying.
But we probably did it 27 different ways, so like you didn't. I don't even know which one he used, and that's the thing is like it's so subjective and you don't know the layers. You could be like, all right, and then he cries, and then you say you almost get there in one scene, and then the next scene you actually get there and you're crying. And the next scene or the next take you don't get there. You don't know which one is right. Mm-hmm. You don't know which one is actually going to feel the most like emotional. Sometimes seeing the tear is beautiful, and other times like seeing the person holding it in is like just excruciatingly painful. So you just don't know what's right.
It's true. For what it's worth, from my perspective, everything you two do in this movie is right. I
Oh,
genuinely.
that was really sweet.
I mean it. There's proof on social media that I meant what I said.
Mommy thing to say to us.
All I ever want is for everybody to be proud of their work. So that's why it meant a lot when you just said that right now.
I am now. Listen, it took me a while to get there.
Yeah.
But I am now.
All right. I got to wrap with you both soon. One more question, Kirsten, inspired by something you had said in the notes, because also we were just bringing up Derek before, and I want to highlight his work here, which I think is exquisite. I think he had the perfect eye and sense for this movie. You said that he really fights for performances and wants the most real essence of a scene. Can you give me an example of how he fights for an actor's performance and maybe how we could see that enhancing your performance in this movie?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's everything. It's the environment. It's if, let's say, like I was like ready to like do something, and I don't know. He's like very.
What did he do in the scene with you guys when you and Lily are having like a big fight, and the scene changed so much, and I didn't know what the direction was. It was like.
You mean at Thanksgiving?
Yeah. No. It was at the apartment. It was at the apartment. It was like a.
Oh yeah. I was thinking of that scene.
It was a really hard It was really hard. It was something, and something switched. I don't know what it was. I don't know what his.
That's what I was exactly the scene I was thinking of is like he started just on me first, but we hadn't really worked out anything, and so I was kind of like felt alone, and they were all there, and we hadn't really, and then we changed it to because I was honest with him. I'm like, I feel very alone right now to start off the entire scene. Just me. And then we made it into a wide and got our footing again. You know what I mean? And started. So he's receptive to what you need, and he wants to hear that. And he will change things, and he will. If we're like emotional and ready to go, he'll be like,
go.
Yeah, let's do this. Then right now, you know. And he won't care about. He cares about the acting.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. We could talk about your movie all day long. I'm not allowed. I'm going to say huge congratulations. And to everybody out there, that's a wrap on this edition of Close Up with Perri Nemiroff. Please do not miss Roofman, which begins playing on the big screen on October 10th.